Daniel pushed open the heavy glass door of the restaurant, feeling the weight of a 12-hour shift in every muscle. The warm scent of melted cheddar and toasted bread hit him instantly, a sharp contrast to the cold street outside. He dragged his feet toward the counter, his tie loosened and eyes heavy with fatigue. Behind the register, a woman was wiping the surface with a white cloth. She looked up, her gaze meeting his, and suddenly, Daniel froze. His hand, already reaching for his wallet,
stopped midair. The hum of the refrigerator seemed to fade into a distant buzz. She tilted her head slightly, waiting for him to speak.
He blinked, shaking off the sudden stillness. "I need dinner," he muttered, his voice raspy from a day of silence.
She pointed to the menu board with a faint smile. "Our mac and cheese is the house specialty," she said, her voice clear and welcoming.
She tapped the register screen with practiced ease. "I eat it every shift." Daniel found himself staring at her name tag, Emma. It was a simple name, but it felt significant in the quiet room. "Then I will take that," he replied, his exhaustion momentarily forgotten. He sat at a corner table, watching her move. She navigated the kitchen with precise, quick steps, a portrait of grace in a mundane setting. When she brought the bowl to his table, she lingered for a split second, her fingers brushing the edge of the tray. A spark of something new ignited in the quiet corner. The next night, Daniel skipped his usual route home and pulled into the restaurant parking lot. The pull of the place was stronger than his desire for sleep.
He walked to the counter with a sense of purpose. "Same again?" Emma asked, a smirk playing on her lips as if she had been expecting him.
"It was that good," Daniel said, leaning his elbows on the counter. The clock on the wall ticked past closing time,
the rhythm of the seconds marking a change in them both. Neither moved to leave. They spoke for an hour, their voices low and intimate against the rhythmic sound of the rain hitting the window. The world outside the glass disappeared, leaving only the warmth of the diner and their shared words.
By the third week, the other servers began nudging Emma whenever the door chime rang. Daniel walked in, soaked from a sudden downpour, carrying a wet umbrella. The restaurant was empty, the lights dimmed for the night, creating a private stage for what was to come. He stepped up to the register, his heart racing faster than it had in years. Without a word, he reached across the counter, sliding a small, handwritten note toward her. Emma unfolded it, her eyes scanning the lines as a silence filled the room. Then she looked up,
her expression softening into a wide, radiant grin. "I thought you would never ask," she whispered, the words carrying a weight of shared anticipation. She grabbed her coat from the back hook. Daniel held the door wide as she stepped out into the night.
He left the restaurant with an empty container, but his mind was on the walk ahead.
The mac and cheese had been the catalyst, but the conversation was the destination.